Hey everybody, Jerry here. I just wanted to go over this outlier of a day I just had. Yesterday and today have been phenomenal for the day trading world for me. It's April 2nd. It is in the afternoon right now. I'm going to show you my morning session first. So first off, I made $6,270 this AM. I took 4 trades, which is very unusual to have 4 trades and 4 green in a row. $6,270 was sized down relatively small on all of these trades to protect the week I'm having and not give a lot of money back if I got stopped out. And then I had another amazing session this afternoon as well. So I'm going to make a video of that one next. So this one's going to get released first. The one behind that will be like a day or so later. So you can watch them back to back to see how the 2 days combined out, sizing down to protect profits and equaling out a very, very large day of day trading and money to be made. So if you're interested in how I trade, please click the link below. I teach this and I'm on this live calls up to 9 times a week. There's lots of trading to be done, lots to learn, and plenty of money to be had by this. So if you're interested in how I trade, like I said, again, please click the link below and we'll get after it. So this video is kind of long. It's about an hour and 20-minute session. I'm going to cut it up a little bit for that and take out some of the beginnings and the ends before the trades actually start. You'll actually see the whole live Zoom of how we interact with several students that are on the Discord. We talk and interact back and forth with them. I would highly recommend you watch it at 1.5 to 2 speed. It is very long. But again, if you're interested in how I trade, please click the link below, like, subscribe, and let's get you profitable. Thanks, guys. Good morning, Greystone. How's everyone doing this morning? Just do a quick sound check and audio check, then I'll play our disclaimer and we will get started on some levels. German, good morning, my man. Victor, good morning. No, Kirsten, there is no trading tomorrow. Good Friday. I think the market is closed. I'm pretty confident it is. I think bond markets are open and possibly future markets, but the stock market is closed for sure. Charles, loud and clear. Thanks, sir. All right, team, I'm going to get this disclaimer done. I know you guys are dying to hear it, and we'll come back to these charts, set some levels, and find a good high-quality setup.
Please note, the trades made and positions taken during this demonstration are not investment advice, and we make no recommendation that you should make trades similar to those you will see here. Specific trades and positions are dependent on many factors, such as your experience and sophistication, your risk tolerance, your ability to withstand the loss of all of your capital, and your investment objectives. It is likely, if not certain, that these factors will determine that the trades you see in this demonstration are not suitable for you. Greystone Trading LLC is not an investment advisor and is providing you no investment advice or recommendations on stocks, positions, or trades. Please note,
All right, team, we have the absolute pre-market high, 649.36, the top of that wick. I would be interested in calls above that. I do not see a way to get into calls possibly here. Let's just mark it just to have it. The top of this wick in the pre-market at 0440, and it goes right to that body. So that could potentially be a good entry. If we take this and we come really close to this, or it reacts to that in real time and closes below it, I'll most likely stay away. But if we can close around this with a firm candle with enough room to that, we can possibly do this trade. Possibly. And then support, I am going to go ahead and mark at the top of the swing point through the pre-market. And this is a bit aggressive for puts at 648.44. Now, that being said, we have a lot of drawdown if we can close below it. However, it needs to test and come back up to it a few times and not just soak up all that draw. Underlying support is down here at the bottom of it and at the top of the next swing point. That makes sense, everybody? Everybody see what I'm doing here? See what I'm seeing? Any questions about that? However, this is super strong at the moment. Or at least the last two candles are. Jason, good morning. Brenton, good morning. How's everybody doing today? 2 minutes, team. My overarching is on nothing, just to let you guys know. And the contracts are spendy this morning. All right, team, there is perfect interactions with that pre-market high. And below that, for us to take this, we need a firm candle above that absolute pre-market high, 649.36. 1 minute to go. I have the 659 calls pulled up. All right, team, this is a powerhouse here. I'm going to use a wider stop. We are exposed to a retracement here if we do this. 20 seconds. Team, I'm actually going to stay away from this. We're exposed a little bit too much to a retracement here. I'm going to wait and let this settle and give us a good range here and not force anything. This could be a very good entry. I'm just going to wait a bit. Corporate, I don't know if it's a good call yet or not. In my mind, I just want this to settle into a range. We've had 3 giant candles in a row, and just going to wait for this to give us a really good high quality setup. There's zero reason to force something yet. We got so much time in the session. Ryan, good morning, my man.
Morning, everybody.
Ryan, I was looking at calls above the absolute pre-market high at 649.36. I decided to stay away from it just because I felt like these 3 big candles that generated just gave us a huge chance of retracement.
Yep.
Miles, good call. Like I said, this could jet up and go through the roof. There's a lot of momentum behind it. There's no argument with that, but I'm just going to wait for that good high quality setup and let it do its work. Ryan and Andy had an absolute stunning day yesterday, and try to continue and adding on to that. I think we all did. I know it was one of my better performing days I've had in a couple of weeks, so pretty happy about that.
We were due. We needed that.
Yeah, we did.
It looks like it might have been a good call to hold off there, Jerry.
Yeah, so far I'm pretty happy with the decision.
Yeah.
Resistance, I am now going to mark at the top of these two, team, with a firm candle close above that. And we can get into that for calls. And I don't know if this would have stopped us out yet, guys. Those contracts, my chart's not updating very quickly in Webull compared to what the bid and ask is, which is no surprise. Team, I'm going to mark something here, and I want to just watch this in real time. I marked the top of the green wick that this candle came off and rejected, and this candle blew through it. I want to see if this red candle hits that, rejects it. I would love for a close above that once, and then the next candle to continue down below that. I feel like we have a lot of drawback down if that's the scenario it presents us. And there it is, hitting it now and snapping back above it.
If it comes down to the pre-market high bodies here.
Yep. If it closes below 648, 44, I'll look at puts. But as of right now, I'm just marking that upper level just to start gauging an upper level of support if
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. Nolan, you got in this candle at 647.50. You've been back testing the entries before 10 without news. Nolan, what candles are you entering on before 10? I've looked at non-news days and I feel like 950 and forward is really good on non-news days. I don't know if Ryan has some information about that or James possibly does or Miles does. I know.
Say that again. What?
Trading before 10 a.m. on non-news days of what candle you think is safe to get into, like what time frame? Team, not looking at an entry here unless it goes above 649.65, which does not look like that'll happen in 30 seconds. However, I do have the 659s pulled up if that does happen.
You know, the thing that I've noticed, especially after a big move, up or down, is you have a ton of implied volatility on open.
Mhm.
And even when you get decent moves like we did, because I was watching contracts, yeah, they can distribute and contracts can move, but if for some reason price kind of freezes like this,
Mhm.
you get completely thetaed out.
Yeah.
Now, that's different when you close and you stay pretty steady pre-market, aftermarket into open, but when you have, I mean, what do we drop, like 9 points on SPY or a little more? Just be careful
Yeah.
of that because you can, if you trade too early, you can get wiped out with theta because it's like, whoa, it moved, it's going to come back for it. And if it doesn't, contracts shrink
Yeah.
really fast.
Yeah. The
I'm
market's
saying that
the market's
before
correcting the expansion, right?
950, you can absolutely get pummeled with theta, with that. I think they call it the IV crush, the implied volatility crush.
Yeah.
I can't remember who sent that out, but ever since that word became a term in my dictionary, I've been paying attention to that. So just be careful when you have a big drop from close to open
Okay.
to get in too early. That's the
Right.
only thing I'll say.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's great advice, Ryan. All right, team. We came and tested at 648.92 now. I'm going to slowly pull up this resistance now to the bottom of the body, grabbing the top of the body. There's no gap there, and it's still grabbing the top of the wick here. So a little bit more at 648.61, not quite ready to use 648.92 yet. And now another perfect test of resistance back to the top side and pushing through it. And I do like calls above 649.65 now after that retracement retest.
That should also help with that contract follow through. I mean, if you just start chasing either sun runs or falling knives, you can, you know, as soon as it
Yeah.
freezes, boom, contracts shrink on you too. That little retracement helps a lot.
James is saying on non-news days, his trading will usually start at 9:50, but thinking always smart to wait till 10 news or no news. All right, Nolan. So yeah, you've been waiting in that 9:50, 9:55. I've seen plenty of great setups at 9:55 on non-news days that work out great. So
Michaela, I'm on stream, by the way. Michaela, I'm on camera, by the way.
Gee,
eh,
I'll turn it on.
oh, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
all right, another perfect reaction to the 649.65 and back below it, back above it. All right, team, I have the 659s pulled up. April 6th, 659s. They are a little bit more expensive. I'm going to use those just because they'll have a higher delta, and we're so far out of the money with these contracts at the moment. That's the only reason I'm using the more expensive ones. I do think there's good potential with the ones below it at 150. So just giving you guys a heads up on my thought process on that. $55 team. Firm candle. I'm going to take this.
Come on, stay up there, Spy.
I was just thinking the same thing, Ryan.
Stay up there.
15 seconds. Give us a nice firm close here. Watching closely here, team. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. And buying here. And filled at 170. No stop yet.
There we go. I'll run. There she goes.
Come on. Come take out that wick to the left and off to the races after that, I believe.
Yep.
All right. Team taking half there at 187.
Ooh. Nice.
I got filled at 186 with that stop set break even. Dan Weeble not giving me my fucking correct fills again. Bastards. All right, I'm done ranting about that. It's out of my control.
Yeah.
Hmm.
On run.
Let's go, Spy. Get up there. And stay alive in this. I feel like I got us a really good exit on that first piece. Almost 10% there, not quite. 9% or so.
Jerry, why don't you ask Spy if he needs a push?
Spy, you gonna do this or you want us to whip your ass? Swear to God, I'll push you into traffic as hard as I can.
There's a couple people who know that joke. All right.
All right, focus up, guys. Damn it, Ryan. And stop there at break even.
All right.
Not a bad little push. It
Really
really
nice
did,
move. Like the contracts really moved nicely on that push, but gosh, we could have taken out that wick. That'd have been phenomenal.
I agree. I mean, even though let's say we got our 10%, but 699.84.
Yeah.
And I tried to sell right when it was evening up with that or hitting my 10%. And I was looking at 10%, but I got 9% with that little bit of a pullback there. But yeah, I think that was good. I feel like we should have got a little bit more on 60 cents of movement, but we'll take it.
Then you continue. Good.
Yes, mine says firm. Kirsten. Thanks, Eric. All right, team, 1 minute left. Re-entry on a firm green candle. And otherwise, I'm just going to wait for this to settle out. I'm not quite ready for puts yet until it comes below that support line right now. This is really strong at the moment. We're fighting a heck of a trend. But let's see. If it can come below and test this 649.01, it'll be really hard to grab that on this thing. It's got a lot of work to do to come down that far right now. But we do have room between that and the 648.61. Let's see what it does for us. Ten seconds. $649.01. Team. I'm going to use the top of the swing point at 648.45 for our draw. If we can get a decent close in between there, let's see what this happens. So there, that's funny. I like that, buddy. When Spy takes from us, it's highway robbery. When we take from it, it's highway pushery. Colin, there was nothing firm about that candle. I mean, candle indicator said it was firm. Candle indicator could be off, but still worked.
No, it
Was
was
it right at 50-50?
no, it was solidly firm.
Okay.
Yeah, the body was
Where was that jump a minute ago?
the body was 81 cents and the upper wick was 72 cents.
Okay.
I mean, I mean, this is one of the ones you can just look at it and see it.
Yeah, there was nothing about that did not look firm to me, just watching the chart.
Maybe people don't remember when you, I think you took you didn't take one because the lower wick was longer than the body one time on calls.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what people are thinking. But still,
Yeah, possibly.
that was for sure firm. check. Yeah. 80, 81 cents. Yeah. Colin was the one that said there was nothing firm about that candle.
Tyler, that's a really good point. Those that showed weak, do you guys pay for the extra the
Oh,
market
I bet
data?
some people
That's a
had.
really good point,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, 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 yeah. There is a good chance. Yeah, if you don't have real-time data, your wicks can be different.
Yep. Good call on that, Tyler.
Yeah. I was just about to say, do we know how to do math here? But I'm sure that's what it was.
Well, I was just thinking, like, it could be a misprint on one person's thing, but when several people are saying it, there's
Yeah.
something going on with that.
Yep. Kirsten, I thought we convinced you to get real-time data. Come on.
Uh, so corporate, I buy everything at a limit offset of an ask at limit offset at 0.04. I know Andy and Ryan have been buying everything at market. I sell everything at market for the exception of my trailers.
Are you looking at some more calls, Jerry?
Yeah, I'm looking at them now. I was just looking at which contracts, if I want to use the same 659s or if I want to move down. I was just kind of looking at those. I'm going to move it down to the 660s team. 20 seconds. Firm candle for re-entry. 15 seconds. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And buying here. And filled at 150. No stop yet. And looking for like 162 team to 165 if that happens, and hopefully it'll happen quickly here. Just a little bit more. We don't need much out of SPY. No stops on. Just looking for anything plus 160, 161. Let's see if that happens and happens quickly for us. There we go. There's 161, 162. And I'm going to take half their team at 161. Stops at break even. One could argue we could have waited a little longer on this. This is super strong. Some of y'all might not have went risk free, which is completely fine. There's your 163, 164 again. Get over here, Max. You stay over here for some good luck.
Oh, this is looking good.
All right, team. There's 165. I'm looking for 169, 168 plus for some exits. And I'm going to go ahead and take a quarter there, team, at 170.
Good job, Jerry.
Stops at break even. And team, I am leaving stragglers behind here, just to let you know. Max, what's up, dude?
So, I don't know.
It's okay. You don't need to know.
Look outside. It's ice.
You have ice? No.
Yeah, I don't see any hail.
I'm going to put my stop to 153. And then I got some stragglers left behind, just so you guys know. Team, if selling in full puts you green on the week, by all means do so. We don't get to trade tomorrow, so just letting you guys know. I'm going to move my stop up to 155. Still alive in this for the moment, team. Let's see if we can hold here. And stop there at 155. I still have a couple left at break even, team. I don't know if those are going to last much longer, just to let you guys know. Just got us, huh, Ryan?
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
just
had you
tap
on
me out.
mute.
Some people might still be alive in this, which is completely awesome if they are.
Yeah, so I'm already dead.
Great entry. Good execution.
Yeah, thanks.
Nice. We've gotten really nice exits on that first half today, thanks to your patience,
Hmm.
which I think is it's such an important thing. If you, for some reason, are finding yourself with like a really high win rate, but you're like, why am I not making more money? It's probably that first half. Because not only, and someone called it out yesterday. It's not just about getting, more percentage on that first half. It's giving yourself space to not get stopped on a
Yep.
retracement back to break even. You got to give it that chance to create some separation. Because if you
Yeah.
long at 7%, it retraces back to break even, and then it goes to 25%. And if you wait for, you know, and that's not to take away the fact that if we've tried, one, two, three, four, five attempts, that's
Mhm.
different than selling early emotionally when, this is a perfect example. There was zero reason to sell, at like 7% here on the
Yep.
first half. Uh, Nice little run we're on, huh? Finally. Since Andy's session yesterday morning, I think, is that 9 in a row, 10 in a row?
So Ryan or you did what, 3 yesterday
Three.
afternoon? Andy did 4
Wish I had done
yesterday.
four on those calls.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then
That 2 or 3
and
today.
and then the afternoon before Andy, I did a full trade. So that was one. Andy's 5, yours is 3. That's 8, and this would makes 10, right?
Yeah. We'll take it.
That's take that all day long.
Yeah.
Especially the way SPY was misbehaving the last few weeks.
Yeah. All that like negative news pressure, creating like those massive distribution candles and then those big retracements, it just wasn't a
Hmm.
bad spot. I'm glad we escaped out of that. Like 629. I can't believe it dipped that low. That was wild. Feels good to be back up
Yeah,
650s.
it does. Yeah, like at some point, it looks like it would, in my mind, it would just hit some critical support level on a big chart and just the
Yep.
market freaks out bad then.
Yeah.
Okay, team, firm green candle. I'm going to look at a little bit more calls
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I am going to size very small in this next entry to keep our day green and our week green. So just letting you guys know my thought process. And to put that in perspective for you, my first trade I was in at 240. My second trade I was in at 240 contracts. This trade I'm going to go in around 60, maybe 80, depending on what the prices are of them. Just giving you guys what I'm doing on that. So, I mean, just I'm telling you guys those numbers so you guys can literally like see how I'm sizing it down to protect the morning. Yeah, Eric, you've been doing this for a long time. Weeble's been a son of a gun lately, man. I've had some really weird shit going on with my Weeble, man. Like to the fact where I've already opened up other broker accounts and I'm starting to learn their software from trust issues with it.
So David is asking about psychological numbers, or as you call it, sentimental numbers, Jerry. I actually did mention it yesterday because we hit a round number. That's when we take new highs, all-time highs, and
Yep.
we are nowhere near that, right? So
Yeah, exactly.
but that's when we take all-time highs, which I think in 2024, I wasn't even head trader or co-head trader. Just on my afternoon sessions, I think I traded into all-time highs like 40 times. And then I think we did a bunch, late 2025. And so when we trade into all-time highs, there's no resistance, right? That there's no we've never been here before. So the psychological number, we just started assuming it would be the next whole number, and because that was psychologically made sense, and it continued to follow through. So it was like the next whole number, the next whole number, and then we'd trade above it, and then it continued to be respected. So that's what that psychological number. And since we haven't been taking all-time highs, that's why we haven't been talking about it. But yesterday we did interact with an old psychological number.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah, let's see, it was
You know, I
it's
have
funny that you mentioned it because I literally just mentioned it for the first time yesterday in a long time. It must have been, let's see,
yeah, we interacted with a high of 9.5.
655 or no, what would have been during the session I ran yesterday? Probably 655 flat. Oh, that's what's going on.
Right, team, I marked 650.29. It's a very absurd level for puts. And then I got 649.84 below that. This market's really strong, so I'm going to be really cautious to trade against that. However, if we can get below that with a real firm candle, and I'd love for this to come up and create the biggest wick possible, for it to come down and if it does turn red for puts. However, at the moment, I will look for more calls with a firm candle.
Yeah. Did you find coffee?
And I want it to be like I'm going to ignore these two bodies, team, and I'm going to use these two wicks being that they're in perfect harmony with each other. Um, I don't think that's going to make a difference for a firm candle close or not. Just letting you guys know. Stacy, I opened up a Robinhood account. Um, I've had it for a while. They have like a desktop platform. It does not have a turbo trader. If it does, I cannot figure out how to use that. I opened up a Thinkorswim as well. Um, Thinkorswim is a nightmare to figure out how to trade with so far. Um, so just giving you a heads up on what I've used so far. And I was going to do a little bit more homework on that as well, Stacy and everyone else. I'm not giving up on Weeble yet, but there's just been like some really weird things happen not to just me, but lots and lots of people here. And there's piles of stuff on Reddit about people having the same kind of issues. So, Todd, I do agree that the Thinkorswim commissions are crazy. I think a lot of that is because they are direct. There is, well, look at this. Look at this. What is going on? Charles, really interesting fill rates. The bid and ask showing one price and then getting stopped when it's like 7, 8 cents on the bid and ask. Like I had a trade where I got stopped at 137. Um, I literally got stopped at 137. I had my stop at 144, and the bid and ask was showing like 148, bud. Like it never even came close to that on the bid and ask price. Team, my overarching is not on anything. That's just a magical touch. But maybe it should be on the bottom of the swing point through the pre-market here for our draw. And 652.33. Let's see if it soaks it up. Man, unfortunate that red candle took us out.
I know.
It at least took out those stragglers too, but it's all, all part of it. All right, team, final minute here. We are exposed to a bit of a retracement. Ryan, you like calls here?
For some reason, something's telling me that this could retrace, but I mean, there's still draw up, of course,
Yeah, I'm right there with you. Like I'm a little
I
30 seconds. I'm going to stay away from this team.
It's hitting the SMA 200 right now. Don't you probably see that on the 5-minute chart?
Yeah, I don't see that. I'm gonna hold off on this team. It does hit the criteria for that. I just think that we're susceptible to a retracement, and it's bouncing off that overarching that I put at 652.33, which comes from the whole low of that. So we can talk about that after this candle closes.
It's
this
one of those
could
ones
follow
that-
through just
yeah.
fine. I'm just not going to take the risk after the week we've had.
It's one of those ones I'd rather stay away from a trade that works out than take one that doesn't.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna wait and watch patiently here. And now there's a second reaction off of it. So team, I literally quickly pulled this up. If you scroll back here, this is the bottom swing point, and right through that 1, 2, 3 touches. And this was on April 1st. So doesn't mean it won't rip through it. There's a lot of institutional money flowing in. I'm just going to be a little patient with it.
Yeah, we just touched previous day low too. Well, I guess it's pre-market swing point low. But
Yeah. I know I sent those levels. I'm not sure why they didn't sync.
whoa. Seriously? Can you hear me, Jerry?
I can hear you just fine. Yeah, look at that.
Whoa.
Just a rip, huh?
Went like $1.50?
Yeah. Those contracts went from 169 to 209. So now at 230.
Yeah.
Maybe that wasn't the best idea to stay away, but I'm okay with it. Definitely didn't see that coming.
Oh man, really?
Look at this. Holy smokes. Hopefully some of you guys took it.
This has to be news. Has to be a tweet. I'll look. I'm gonna look. Well, unreal.
Man, those are now at $3.30. What is happening from 169 to 332? Holy shit. That being said, SPY went from 652 all the way up to 656 in like one moment. Holy smokes.
I don't see anything.
That's way more than institutional money in my mind. I mean, institutional candles are usually $2.
On for Hormuz straight traffic.
Go.
Yeah. It's just so unreal. Never a dull moment.
Miles, you said Trump said they're going to defund DHS, Department of Homeland Security. That sounds. What is DHS?
Department of Homeland Security.
That's what I thought. Man, those contracts hit 406, Ryan.
Well,
Talk about a moneymaker.
that's quite wild.
Stacy, you took one contract.
Crazy.
One contract to make $400 is pretty wild. Good God.
Jerry, remind me to tell you something that just happened that
Sure.
I'm
Ashley, you just made $1,100. Damn it. Yes.
I tried placing a market order, Jerry,
Uh-huh.
intra candles to catch that, and it canceled my market order. Have you ever seen that before?
No, but I've seen Weeble be mean to us lately.
It literally canceled my market order.
Team, this is not likely to happen. But never mind. I'm not gonna do it. No way.
Tell us what you're thinking.
I was thinking if we came down and closed weak below the PDL touches at 653 flat to take puts with all that liquidity just left in the entered and exited the market. We'd ride that back down was my thought. But it's not definitely not going to present itself. All right, team. 20 minutes left in this thing. Let's see what it does for us.
Oh.
Ashley,
Mad.
so awesome. You bought 0 days at 27 cents and they got to $1.54. That is so awesome.
I-
Talk about return on investment. Jonathan took 0 days from 0.97 to 480. Holy shit. I'm so happy for you guys. That's so awesome.
That canceling of my market order, I don't want to say how much that cost me.
Probably 10 grand.
8.
And there you go.
Wow.
Alex, 22%. Jonathan, you're up 56% on the day of the account. Holy shit, dude.
I'm ready to be done with Weeble. That's how do they cancel a market order?
I didn't know they could, but I'm sure if you read that 600-page terms and agreements, they're within their rights to, so they think.
Maddening.
It's so upsetting. I'm so stoked for you guys who caught that. Holy smokes, that's so
Oh.
badass.
How does
Chris, your order didn't fill with 30.
I don't complain too often. I mean, I do, but I'm not happy about that.
Ashley, you're up 131% for the day on your account. Holy shit, Ashley. So awesome.
Incredible. Congrats, people.
Yeah, super stoked for you all, especially after the last week and a half we've had. So
Yeah.
if anyone's complaining after that entry, that's on you guys. Alexander, how about 27 cents to 207? Bad slippage stop loss was at 240. Isn't that crap, Alex? But I mean, super awesome trade. But damn, man, like That amount of slippage is just ridiculous. Stacy, I was just thinking, I want to find the guy who made Weeble and's having all these issues. I got some words for him. Show up over to that guy's house with a burlap sack. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. Just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm just looking at some of these 0 day contracts just for fun. The 659 call 0 day, they opened at 4 cents and they hit 274 on that move.
Say that one more time, Ryan. I cut out on my side.
This is just for fun, just looking at how much these moved. The 659 April 2nd calls opened at 4 cents and they hit 274 on that move.
That's insane.
This is just straight manipulation, though. I mean,
Mhm. James, I
that's
couldn't
not
agree
even
with that
really
more.
news. Like that's not even news. I mean, you could they could change that update, but like nothing's happened. Like
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I do. All right, team. Spy's got some work to do to get to this. 656.43, firm close above that. And I'm going to take some calls sized very small with a very wide stop. This has got a lot of heat and momentum on it. We just did this 2 giant pushes. "38 seconds. The 665s are pulled up. I'm going to switch down to this. Not that I love this number, but the 666s. If it gets up there, those prices, those will be about $1.80. I don't think this is going to make it though in 20 seconds. I do love the way it came down and touched the aftermarket low to the penny. Be ready, team. This could be happening fast. 15 seconds. 12 seconds. Three, two, one, and obviously staying away. That's such a powerhouse of a candle there in the last few
Yeah.
seconds of that.
That was a $6 candle, including the wick.
It's insane. We haven't seen something like that in a couple hours
Yeah,
since last week.
unbelievable.
Alex, the psychology of
make
this
it up.
is behind all of this is insane. It really tests who you are and makes you stronger. I'd agree with that. I was talking to James a week or two ago, and if you told me like the psychology of learning day trading again or to go back in the Marine Corps boot camp, I would literally pick to go through Marine Corps boot camp 4 times in a row, back to back to back to back, and deal with that and try to figure out the psychology of this shit again.
Oh yeah,
If I'm being honest with you.
absolutely.
Now that being said, I do feel like once you get it right, it is one of the most rewarding things ever.
100%.
Yeah, Miles, wouldn't you agree? Stacey, it does take a bit, and it does kind of suck that it takes a bit of time to master the psychology of it, but back testing, sizing small, and putting in the work will shortcut it about as fast as you can. Okay, Miles, boot camp was really lame in the Navy. So bad example. Bad example for you. Ashley, your watch just told you the last 20 minutes have been high stress. Ashley, I would highly recommend with you go get a watch that doesn't have that crap built into it. I mean, the idea of a watch telling me I did a good job today or a bad job today is not something I need in my life. Go get a cool timepiece. You deserve it. We're connected enough to screens. I need a smartwatch. It sounds retarded. I know all of you have Apple Watches. I get it. And your Fitbits, and you walked your 10,000 steps today. Good job. You did it. Congratulations. An electronic high five for doing what you're supposed to. All right, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I have an Apple Watch. Why are you
Jesus
hating on
Christ,
me so
Ryan.
much?
Why would you say that? I'm just kidding, man.
I,
I don't need to see my text messages on my watch.
well, when I used to work out during the day, well, how am I supposed to answer the 7 calls when you call me intra session?
Team, I'm not going to take puts yet. I'm just letting this going to form us a little bit of a range here and go from there.
Can't believe this.
You like that, Hank, huh?
Oh, this one's made.
Oh, okay.
Can I dry my hair really?
Yeah, I'll just put this up. Yeah, that's
Team, more perfect reactions off of aftermarket low. And we have this huge gap up through that pre-market down to that. We have the PDL touches at 653 flat. We're at 654.62. If we close below aftermarket low, I'm going to take a small amount of puts, team. 20 seconds. If I can find some in our price range. 639 puts, 10 seconds, team. Size very small, very wide stop. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Buying here. Filled at 160. I'm taking half their team at 172. Stops at break even. Come on. Come all the way down to those PDL lows for us and stay alive in this. And stopped at break even. I don't feel like those contracts moved very well, did it, Ryan? 654.14, 653.38, almost a dollar move to give us.
no, it's again the implied volatility is sky high.
Yeah. I mean, I got us a good exit, but not how much SPY moved.
That was a great exit. I actually thought I was gonna dump quite a bit more, to be honest with you. But
Yeah, you and me both.
good timing.
Yeah, I mean, that was, a little bit less than that 10%, but I kind of got us out earlier in that because the contracts were being a little crap, but it looks like this has got plenty of potential to keep going.
Yeah.
Anybody still in this, or did anybody take that with me? Nice. Todd, you're still in it. Good work, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Nice, guys. Manage accordingly. The contracts, like those are very out of the money, which is putting a very low delta on it, which is also probably why it's not working so well, along with what Ryan said about the implied volatility. So manage accordingly. The setup is crystal clean or crystal clear with plenty of drawdown. It's just a matter of working through it.
You got one more in you, Jerry, or you think you're done?
I absolutely have one more. You have one more?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you seeing? Because I'm seeing calls above aftermarket low now to come all the way back up to the top of the resistance
Yep.
at 656.43. You guys like that?
Yep.
All right.
Wait for us though.
Yeah. Don't leave without me.
What do you have as aftermarket low, Jerry? Just I can see it, but it's a little too small.
654.33. And it literally just goes right through the bottom of the aftermarket low. Yep. All good to go there.
Yeah, there it is.
It's just really interesting to watch it respect Asia that way. Or is it? Does it just like levels? Ashley, you have a great weekend and don't spend all that in one shot, girl. Good work.
Spend some
Good
of
for
it though,
you.
Ashley. Spend a
Yeah,
little
go
of
have
it.
some fun with it. Get a proper watch.
Ashley, what are you gonna buy?
Proper watch is what I recommend. All right, team, 40 seconds.
Oh, reinvesting in the account. There we go. Love that. Yeah, I like this, Jerry.
Yeah, same. 664 calls are pulled up, team. 15 seconds. Same thing, sizing small. Wide stop. Firm closing, I'm in this. 4, 3, 2, 1, and buying here. And filled at 162. No stop yet. And taking half their team at 173. No stop.
Let's go.
Come on, Spy. All the way back up to resistance. Let's go. Going. Get going, boy.
This is our last trade though.
Stop is off, team.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Come on. And perfect reactions at aftermarket high. If it comes back up there one more time, I'm going to go risk. I'm going to take another piece off, team. It just rejected it perfectly. However, I thought we'd stay up and push through that just a little bit more.
Jerry.
Let's go. Come on. It gave us 180. I was just looking for a little bit more being greedy. I still think we have the juice in it. This has got so much momentum flowing in and out. Come on.
Incredible. Man, I don't know how I went 4 for 4. It's just pure chaos in this hotel room.
Love that focus. Come on. Let's go, Spy. You're not done yet. One big powerhouse.
Good
Keep us in
job,
this thing. Let's
Jerry.
go.
So let's go, Jerry.
Let's go, Jerry.
Hey, Max.
No, my name's not Ryan. My name
I
is
said, hey, Max. What's up,
He's
buddy?
looking at the name on the screen here.
Oh, gotcha.
Ryan.
All right, team. Stop is still off. Stop is still off. Looking for anything plus 178, 79. There's 180. I'm going to take a quarter there, team, at 182.
Oh,
Filled at
let's
185.
go.
Wow, love
Let's
that.
go.
Thank you, Weeble.
Yeah.
Stop is in at 165, team.
Incredible, Jerry. Incredible.
Come on, let's go. Thanks, Ryan. I got to hand this to you, buddy. I learned all this technical stuff from you in these big things, man. So this is
I don't know about that.
this is you, my man.
I don't know about that.
I do. I'll give credit where it's due. I have no problem with that. Team, there's your 182, 183 again. Get positions off. Selling in full. Do the whole thing. If you want to hold it to the end of the day at break even, that's up to you. But be smart with it. This is an amazing setup.
Bottom.
Let's go. Up, up, up. Come on, come on. Come take that resistance line. One big hard push. If we can just get below this, or like it reacted perfectly, guys, off to the top of this body here, like missed it by like a penny or two. We get above that, there's like rooms all the way back up to the top of this wick. So otherwise, we're just gonna wait patiently here. Ah, and stopped. Talk about some theta. Look at that.
Yeah.
Candle opens. Candle puts us in at 654.68. And 655.20 stops us out. Tim Kyler, you're up 31% on your day on your trading limit. Talk about an Easter egg. Tim, congratulations,
Wow.
bro. Bro, Tim, that's so awesome.
That is
How'd you
amazing.
guys talk to me, guys? How's everyone doing yesterday and today? Like everybody
Oh,
feeling
man.
good, everybody got their confidence back. Feel like you're
Absolutely
done with the cage fight.
stunning.
Everybody feeling happy.
I don't know how he couldn't.
Miles, that theta was some trash, but great moves nonetheless. I agree, buddy. Team, it is 11 a.m. However, I think Ryan might have to go. He's with the family, but I'm going
Yeah.
to stay on for a candle or two just because I feel like Spy is giving us a lot of money right now. And
Yeah. I'm
when
gonna
it's
bounce, Jerry. We're
awesome,
the
Ryan.
ice storm coming. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic work,
Thank
man.
you, man. Appreciate you, buddy.
Congrats, everybody.
Yeah, congratulations on everybody. Joe, 4.25 yesterday and 5.25 today. Holy shit, Joe.
Let's
Love
go,
you, man.
everybody.
Good
This
work,
is
bro.
Jerry.
What's up, guys?
This one feels pretty good.
This one does.
Holy cow. Great
Okay,
work,
team.
man. Fantastic.
Appreciate you, man.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Ryan, have a great day with the family, man. Enjoy.
Thanks. See you later.
Talk to you later, guys. Miles, I couldn't agree with that more, man. It's really awesome to see everyone making money on their own as well. Team, new support 654.11. Resistance 655.38. Overarching. If you guys want to sign off and rock, I get it. I'm going to stay on for a little bit. Underline 653.36. Let's see what this does for us. What is Spy ready to do? Done, right? I agree with that, buddy. Cody, you're in. Let's go. All right, team, 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. Team, be very, very, very aware of where you're at on the day and the week and set yourself a number of that you do not want to fall below and position yourself to where that can't happen. We have 2 minutes left on this candle. Size appropriately. Example, you're at 50 contracts, you had a full trade, you took another 50 contracts, full trade, you size down to 20. Let's say you're up 3 grand on the day, 5 grand on the day. Set yourself a number on that, less a percentage, right? Just set yourself a number. You're not willing to lose more than $500 on the next trade. And that $500 trade could make you another 12, 1400. So, or let's say it makes you six or 800. So like keep that risk to reward to where it's in your favor on the next setup. You guys with me on that? That making sense? We had an amazing day yesterday, an amazing day today. No sense in giving a lot of that hard-earned money back, especially after the week before we had, you know? All right, team 140. Jerry, once you started zoning in on your trading from your 10K account, how did you scale up still at 10%? Stacy, once I had 2 green months in a row, I was trading 30% of my account. 28, 27% to 30%. The problem with that is you get 3 gunshots a day. That's it. Charles, you're up 2%, but it's your first day trading real money. Charles, that's awesome, man. Congratulations, buddy. All right, team, we have a ways to go to get to resistance at 655.38. If we do get above 655.38, I am in calls. We have to get below 654.11. It's a huge range. However, these candles are monsters. And there is a lot of money flowing in and out making this happen. And let's see if we can't get on the right side of it one more time. And if it doesn't give it to us this candle, I'll stay on one more. Written 8.7 on the day. Holy crap, you guys are studs. 20 seconds, team. 664 calls are pulled up. Firm and above 655.38, 13 seconds. Got a little bit of work to do. Let's see if it happens. 6 seconds. 2, 1, and obviously staying away. Okay, team. I just marked 654.96. It is the top of the green wick at 1050, and this candle closes right above that. However, we have seen aftermarket low be interacted with on this wick here. We watched it shoot up right through it, pass it. We watched this candle come back and wick it, candle come below it. Aftermarket low is still very relevant. Um, I don't know if we will get a trade here. I am marking this as more so a zone of defense of where I can possibly put my stop loss if we get above it or below it. Stacey, I never used the ladder. I avoided the ladder over 8 months ago, or so, maybe 6 months ago. It was having lots of lags. I made a video of how I execute with the chart on my trailers. It allows me to be a bit more precise and see where draw regions are on the chart so I can maximize those trailers. And then about a week or two after I got rid of the ladder, I started implementing in the stragglers left behind because I've had stragglers go as high from like $1.45, $1.50 entries, and those things hit as high as $5, just leaving them there to the afternoon session. It doesn't happen often, but it is a really cool thing to make 5 grand off of 10 contracts. Jory said, yeah, I get it, buddy. I didn't take that. I thought we had came out and kind of nuked that draw when on it. But you know, to those who guys who did take it and they took it with their positions, I'm super stoked for them. You know, hindsight's always 2020. I have no problems with the decision I made to not be in that, but completely fine. And it gave us 2 more trades after that. So there's that. I do it on the chart. Jed, I made a video on how I do that. I actually set the stop in my positions tab and then it populates onto the chart and then I can drag it on the chart. Tim, thanks for the leadership, Jerry. Happy Easter, everyone. Tim, my pleasure, buddy. You got it. I'll find that video, team. I've posted it a handful of times. I got to dig it up and get it for you guys, but no problem at all. I need to make a better version of it and update it a little bit because I don't use order confirmations on it. And I had that on a different account when I made it and showed everyone. So I'll get that done for you guys. All right, team 145 puts below 654.11, calls above 655.38. And I'm going to stay on this candle and one more. And after that, I'm going to be done for the day, just to let you guys know. We definitely got a good range of consolidation happening. Big range, but good all the same. Oh, Joycey, you're so amazing. I appreciate you. All right, team, the 640 puts are pulled up. Firm and below 654.11. We got quite a ways to go down. However, the way these candles are moving, it's very realistic. So be at the ready if you're in this trade or wanting this trade. 640 puts, April 6th, 640 puts. And obviously staying away. All right, team, this is the last candle I'll stay on. If we don't get an entry after this candle, I'm going to sign off for the day. And we'll be back on this afternoon at 4 o'clock. I'm sorry, 2 o'clock. Yeah, see, we are on this afternoon. As far as I know, we are. No one told me otherwise. Oh, I meant done for the morning. So my apologies on that, my guy. Come on, man. Stop picking on the old guy. Miles, you know what would be wild? Miles, that would be damn wild. I agree with you, my man. All right, team, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Gonna watch this closely here. I like calls up here. We have enough room from 655.38. We just got to get enough room to get up to this region in here. Actually, probably more of this region here at this wick at 656.29. Let's see. Let's just see how this keeps playing out. 155. 664 calls, team. And if we go red below 654.67 for puts, 48 seconds. We move into puts, team, it'll most likely be the 640s. 28 seconds. Puts are pulled up. Back over to calls. 664 calls. 15 seconds firm and above 655.38. Got to be firm. 2, 1, and staying away. Okay, team. Last candle I'm staying on for. We're gonna wait this out for a few moments here. Perfect reaction there off of 655.38, 654.67. We have a nice tight range now with room above and below. So let's see what happens here. Mm. All right, team. My Telegram just went down. All right, we're back. Steve, I don't have that level mark 656.05. 656.05. So yeah, that's right over there. That's kind of what I was saying, that we have to get some draw out or positions off by there if we get above this. Let's just see what happens though. But I don't see that as the pre-market high. I was just looking at it in current price, bud. All right, team. If we take this in a size very, very small, no questions about that. Gonna use a little bit wider stop just from some of these candles. If you guys are really, really green in the day, consider not trading. This is a lot of trades, but it is looking really good. So there's that. 2 minutes and 30, team. When we get down to about 1 minute or so, I'll look at contracts. Team, I'm going to bring support up a little bit. I don't think this is going to matter. I think the same candle's going to get us in this. 654.83. You can obviously see the two bodies there. It's not interacting with this body anymore. That, however, it just needs some firmness and some pressure to go down. 147, touching it to the penny, and now hitting the underlying area. So I'm going to snap back above it. Okay, perfect. There it is again, and back above it. Fantastic. All right, team, 1 minute. Puts below 654.83. Calls above 655.38. As of right now, it looks like calls are the ticket. Going to use 664 calls, 37 seconds. Be ready to switch to puts, team. Twenty seconds. Three, two, one, and obviously staying away. Okay, team, I'm going to wrap it up. I will see you guys at 2 p.m. Y'all have a fantastic day. Awesome session. Congratulations to everyone who got on that real big candle. Super stoked for you guys. So that's awesome. Joey, thanks, my man. Okay, what we got 44 minutes. What do we got going on here? This thing gonna do it? Should we wait it out? We should wait it out. Yeah, let's wait. Team, I know I just said goodbye. This is now doing what I thought it was gonna do this last candle. I'm just gonna wait patiently here, team. 4 minutes. If you guys want to call it, call it. I'm gonna wait one more candle. I know I've been saying that for 3 candles. However, this is very unusual price action and it's distributing very nicely. So let's take it while it's giving it. If it gives us the opportunity. But like I said, team, I'm gonna size it very small. Gonna use that wider stop that we've been talking about. And perfect reactions there off 654.08. Good to go. Firm candle close, team. I'm taking this. As long as we have enough drawdown, it doesn't soak it all up. We're in. It's not a normal thing, but this is really nice. I mean, obviously, team, there's no guarantees in this, but this has been respecting levels very well yesterday and today, and there's no reason in my mind it would stop doing that. So let's see what we get. Just be smart, protect your profits has been one heck of a day yesterday and today, so don't give a lot of it back. Two minutes. Team, I'm going to use the 642 puts. They're more expensive. They do have a bit higher of a delta. Um, they're definitely on the high side. However, firm candle close. We do have a lot of reactions down here at this 654.08. I'd like it to close below that. Just going to watch closely though. 115. Ooh, a little snappy there, huh? 642. Okay, team, I don't know what happened there. My apologies. Definitely didn't take that trade. My internet did whatever it did from close. So I'm going to wrap the session. 11:25 guys. If you guys are going to be very cautious trading past 11. And, apologies on that. I will see you guys. I'm out of here. Have a great day. Work today, everyone.